Assalamu alaikum, this is XeNOmEX and today I'm going to show you how you can make your very own tutorial. There are many different ways that people make their tutorials, but for this example I'll be showing you the way I do the tutorials. So the first thing that I would do is I would open up the program that I'll be doing a tutorial on. So let's say for example I want to do it on Photoshop. Double click Photoshop, and as you can see it takes a bit of time to load up. Now this is the kind of thing that you don't want to show to YouTube or to whoever's seeing your tutorial. Loading is boring. People want to see the core of your tutorial. They want to see you doing things in Photoshop and not the loading, right? So that's something that I'll be showing you later on, how to take off your video. And then you want to try to speak as clearly as possible. If you have an accent, try and make it simple, because remember, you're not going to get people listening to you only from the UK, only from America. You're going to get people from literally the whole world, right? So let's say for example I'd say I want to go to File, then I'd go to New, and as you can see here I got the camera to zoom into the new, because if I just showed the full screen people aren't going to be able to see the word new clearly. Obviously you don't want to be zoomed in too much, because if you are zoomed in too much you'll be able to see the pixels and it'll look unprofessional. So I'll press New. So yeah, I'll say, I don't know, 500 pixels by 200, maybe a sig, and then I'll just color black and, you know, follow the instructions, make some text, press T, XeNOmEX, drag it here, and press OK, hold shift, make it smaller, press enter to apply transform. There we go. That is the tutorial done. For example, then you would obviously press stop. I don't know how you guys do yours, but I usually go here or I just push F10. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Sony Vegas. I'm using Vegas Pro 8. I do have Pro 9, but I just have a few problems with this in my computer, so I use Pro 8. I'm going to locate where my video was saved. Then all I do is just drag it and drop it like this. Now I click on here. Make sure that my settings are the way I want them. Usually I do on 720, which is 1280 pixels by 720, as you can see there. I would give myself a bit of space so I can see the video clearly. I don't think I need this at all, so I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna make the video bigger. Usually I'm on preview auto. As you can see, because my screen's resolution is 1680 by 1050, the aspect ratio is 16:10. Now 720p, this resolution is aspect ratio 16:9. So what I do is I right click, I go to video event pan and crop, then I go to the preset here, I would go down the menu and go to 16:9 widescreen TV aspect ratio. I'd close it. As you can see, it has cropped a bit, but that's easy because we're going to be zooming in and out of particular places. Now all I have to do is simply check the video. And as you can see, because the beginning parts here is just me speaking, and remember earlier when I said that the Photoshop, people don't want to be seeing the loading because they'll get bored. Obviously I've been speaking here. In a real tutorial I wouldn't be speaking here because that'll just waste space. This is the bit where I clicked on Photoshop, so I'll press S to split, and then I will locate to the other section where I actually found that Photoshop opened up. At this time it loaded up, so I'm going to press S again to split. Make sure that you're clicking on the top part of the video. So, and then I'm going to delete this by going to the delete key, and then I'm going to hold this and drag it here. When I double clicked on Photoshop, instantly it came up. Obviously it wasn't like that, but as long as the viewer is not going to get bored, job done. So next, what happens if I say something wrong? You know, because it always happens. Sometimes you say something by mistake, which is unintended. All you have to do is don't stop the video, but just repeat the sentence from the start, because then what you can do is you can do the same procedure that I just showed you. So the next thing I want to show you is, what if I wanted to go to File New? So I would go here and press S, and the final bit of File New, as you can see there, is roughly there, right? So I'm going to go back a bit, right there. I'm going to S, Then I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go to this icon, which is pan and crop. Then I'm going to zoom in and hit my arrow key up to move it up. Right, now I'm at the corner. I can move this so I can see what it looks like. See, this is perfect. Remember previously when I said that I shouldn't zoom in too much, because if I zoomed in like this, it just looks very, you know, unprofessional. So I'll put it back to where I had it, and obviously it's fine like this, then I'll close it. Then when I'm at this stage, I want to zoom into this window. Press S, go here, pan and crop, zoom in to the middle. Oh yeah, when I double click the F here, it'll go right to the center. Obviously I don't want it to be in the center, so I'll just move it up. There we go. Maybe zoom into it a bit. Something else that I do with my tutorials is add a music track to the background. Why? Because this makes it, you know, less boring and more interactive. So if I go here, just drag it down like this, simple as. And now the music track's volume has gone down. And that's it. So I don't think there's anything else that I add to my tutorials which, you know, make it any different really. It's a simple procedure. Yes, I don't do my tutorials perfect all at once. There's always something to edit. There's always something wrong that I said. Maybe someone's shouting at the background, I have to re-record it again, and things like that. If you have any more questions, just send me a personal message. Hopefully I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching the tutorial. If you did like this tutorial, remember to look on my channel and subscribe too. See you later.